Toni Storm, Timeless Toni Storm. So, the Timeless One was asked if the reason she didn't want to return to the Stamford-based WWE was because she hated her time there. Storm replied that her choice wasn't meant to be an insult to a former WWE employer. She praised WWE and continued that her experience there made her realise that they are a well-oiled machine and a huge business, and she would not fit in. She admitted she accepted this reality, noting that although the Stamford-based promotion offers more power and money, it didn't or wouldn't allow her the creative freedom she wanted, especially knowing her wrestling career wouldn't last forever. And then afterwards she said, "There's no offence to WWE, I think they're great, and I understand them for exactly what they are. They're a machine, they're a business, and I just didn't fit in with their whole shtick, and that's cool. And it's like, I love it, I love a lot of people who work there. Get that money, get that power, but I mean, realistically, in my life, I'm not going to, how old can I do this?" Basically, she says she can do it with another 20 years with AEW. So she thinks she's got a longevity with AEW, but the real point here is that she said that she will never go back to WWE, and she is an AEW lifer. And I was thinking, that's a very dangerous thing to say out loud. You always want a bit of leverage, don't you, when it comes to contract negotiations?
Well, yeah. I don't know why she would. Well, I think she wants to stay in AEW, so she's putting them over as much as she can. But she may be getting what she wants there. I think she has a lot of creative pull. I think her interviews are constructed by her, because I think she knows what she's doing there. Because AEW doesn't have writers, do they?
No, not really, no. That's
so
another
she
thing.
Has to put her,
yeah, Tony Khan still does basically everything by himself, which is why there's very rarely anything advertised in advance, should we say.
Because he doesn't even know what he's going to have.
Yeah, basically, that's...
So he does... Well, he has to sit down when he plans a pay-per-view. He has to work backwards from the pay-per-view to the TV, doesn't he? Or no?
Well, I don't know. Here's what I've heard recently is that he doesn't announce matches very far in advance because he doesn't know if people are going to be injured or not. And I was like, if you don't know if people are going to be injured or not from week to week, maybe you should tell them to slow down a bit or do less risky stuff.
Yeah, he could... Too many guys. I'm not saying it. Tony has nothing to do with that. But those guys need to slow down. Where did we see the guy jump off the ladder to do something and broke his leg?
Yeah, that was Dante Martin.
Is he back now?
Yeah, he's back. Slowed down a bit. You probably wouldn't be surprised to know. But here's the thing, like Toni Storm is at least, weirdly, she's a very WWE character. She's completely over the top, you know, a total gimmick. But she's mostly been embraced by AEW, but she's basically the best thing in the women's division and has been for like 2 years now.
And it's not because of her wrestling.
Yeah.
It's because of her character. So she is so different. She goes out there. Her interviews are great. I don't know who does her interviews or if she does them herself, but they are very, very well done. And she delivers them, to me, perfectly. And her character fits her. And I think she's the most over character or person they have in the women's division.
Oh, easily.
I think.
Easily. But
and AEW, yes.
But like the lesson is there. It's like the most popular woman in the women's division is the biggest character.
Yes.
And has a sort of fleshed out world sort of revolving around her. And you sort of know what her motivations are and you know what she's going to... Well, you don't know what she's going to say, but basically she's someone you could actually imitate. You know what I mean? She's got a well fleshed out character. And then everybody else is trying to kill themselves doing ridiculous stuff. And then Toni Storm's basically just doing more character work and is the most over for it. That's got to be a lesson to people, surely.
But the thing with Toni, she has longevity.
Well, she's timeless, Dutch.
She's the what?
She's timeless.
Yeah, well,
she's got all the time in the world.
It's a good name, great gimmick. And she came up with this, right?
I think a couple of people came up with it, apparently. I don't know. It's Tony, RJ City, a couple of other people, yeah.
You think Tony Khan came up with it?
Or maybe he was watching Gone with the Wind or something. I don't know. No, a couple of different people thought of it.
And what helps her in the United States is her accent. I don't know what it is about a British accent that is so interesting to Americans.
That she doesn't have because it's Australian.
But it's still an accent.
It's an accent.
Americans see, if I saw her, I don't recognize an Australian accent. I mean, initially from a British accent. So I was thinking she's from the UK.